feel like Korlith, you know, could do something here. Not saying it would be easy. Select's a very difficult opponent to go up against, but you know, I could see him playing a really decent game.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, he obviously is in the finals of a tournament for a reason. So I feel like he might be a little bit nervous. But like you said, really losing that tech lab, I'm not even sure if he had the combat shield in that last fight. So Select definitely, I was able to kind of edge out the victory with that. But he just had more stuff to begin with in the first place. So we do have Select. Yeah. We didn't even do player shoutouts. Select spawning here as the blue Terran at the 9 o'clock position on Metalopolis, and his opponent will be Korlith spawning here as the purple Terran down here in the 6 o'clock southern portion of the map.
And we have Korlith putting his racks a little bit inside his base here, JP, you know, in relation to where Select has it. That's a little bit closer to the ramp. He's going to have the first SCV go out to scout right away, and Select will certainly have a smile on his face when he realizes that he's about to scout the close position first by air, of course, and that will, well, he might actually give himself away right here as the other one does go out. It won't even matter. They're both going to scout each other. The racks will finish. The first Marine will come out. We do have gas down for both players. Really, really similar timings right now with the command center being morphed into an orbital, so this is the definition of a mirror match. Okay?
Yeah, it is indeed. Now, a little bit of a deviation here. Korlith getting that second supply depot, and nope, there goes Select. He's going to continue this definition of the mirror matchup. One thing to actually note is that Korlith will be denied the scout here, so he is kind of playing blindly, not really sure what his opponent is up to. Is he going to be doing that Banshee play that we saw last game, or is he going to be doing something completely different? Well, Korlith really is not sure at this stage in the game.
You know, I'm not a Terran player, JP, so I'm not sure. However, I would say that Korlith having his racks as far in his base actually made a difference there, because the Moran just took a little bit longer to get over there, letting him get inside. So, you know, the factory's going down for Korlith right now, and it may not even matter as we have the SCV getting taken out over here by Select's Natural. And inside, Select's got his factory going, as you can see from the production tab, a lot closer this time than they were the game before.
There is a tech lab going down onto this racks. Now, does that mean he's going to be lifting it and giving it to his factory? Is there going to be a starport going down? He is on 2 gas. He lifts it almost immediately, and it looks like he is going to switch it out with that tech lab. So maybe some early tank here, maybe into a expansion. He does have quite a few minerals. Nope, he's actually going to be going blue flame. All right, not something that I expected out of that type of opening, but he could probably do a lot of damage if he can get those Hellions in. As if we go over to Korlith's base, there is a second command center coming out, and he's actually supply blocked right now while both players are, but the Hellion is coming out, and the tech lab is not researching blue flame for Korlith.
That's a recipe for disaster. Now we do have the starport going down, so he could just be using the factory presently to get out a couple of Hellions, but with blue flame, it's just automatically a numbers game against you if you are fighting the blue flame Hellions. So he's going to get probably 4 out before that's going to finish, or maybe about 3, and there's just going to be a lot of Marines here. And we've seen Select do these pushes both with tanks and with this exact same compilation where you have the blue flame Hellions, and then you know, there's the reactor on the rack, so he gets out a bunch, and he does have the starport going over here, so he might actually choose to drop this.
Yeah, now one thing you got to consider, if Select does not do a lot of damage as he's trying to hide his Hellion there, taking out that SCV because he does control the Zone Naga Tower, but if Select doesn't do a lot of damage here, Korlith is going to have that second command center already turned into an orbital, so he will be able to pull ahead. But here comes Select actually moving out with his Hellions and Marines. There's a bunch of Marines at the ramp, but I think Korlith might be going for the drop here.
I mean, it looks like they both are going for actually the same thing, and Select, I feel like he's feigning a little bit. He got scanned, his Hellions got caught. He moved out, and I don't think he had any intention of attacking at all. Here comes that medevac right now, and he's going to load this up. And, I mean, it's going to be interesting because this medevac's going to drop out on the other side, and he's going to come right in. If he loads up and heads over, he's not going to have a whole lot of defense for this, JP. And here it comes as we have these guys coming in. Blue Flame is done. They're going to start roasting SCVs right away. And they're going to, oh my gosh, if the Marines come in on there, they're just going to be free kills along with those SCVs. One Hellion does go down, and so much is going down right now.
Yeah, and if we go over into a Select space, the Blue Flame Hellions have dropped, but they're just attacking buildings. All of Select's SCVs were pulled out there. Going back over into the main base of Korlith, he does actually take out the remaining portion of that army. One Hellion does still exist, but if we go over into Select space, there is not a unit in sight. The Hellions are running rampant here. Only one Hellion remaining for Select. Yeah. This is not something you see every day in TVT week.
Oh, and there the
Blue Flame. No.
Oh my gosh, I think Korlith actually defended a little bit better, but hold on, we got Blue Flames coming up the ramp. Select microing those way. He does have now 2 left, and it is picked up by Korlith. A very, very smart move. The big deal here is that, well, Select has basically just mules to rely on. And if you look over here, a lot of mules and about 11 SCVs for Korlith. So he's sitting much better economy-wise. I mean, 4 mules down, 13 SCVs now. He could win the game from here.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is that Select did start a command center right around the time of that attack starting. And he actually canceled it, I believe, or maybe the SCV was killed. But that means that, of course, Select does not have 2 command centers, and Korlith does have 2, so we'll be able to pull ahead. A Viking here going up against a ton of Hellions. Actually thought he was going to be able to get a kill, but now he does not want to land, especially with that siege tank there. Medevac will get taken out there. Korlith is just reigning supreme with this lone Viking, and there's not anything that Select can actually do about it.
Yeah, I mean, Select did manage to squeeze out this 1 tank, which will actually be pretty interesting. Oh, no, there it is. G will be announced, and Select just realized he can't do it. You know, I mean, he did lose everything. His economy was pretty terrible. So timing, all about the timing there, JP.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were talking about, guys. Korlith, although not a really well-known player, still taking games off of players like Select. So who's going to become the victor here? We still got at least 2 games to go, possibly 3. Now Select and Korlith tied 1-1 here in the Alienware Arena North American StarCraft 2 Challenge Grand Finals. When we come back, we'll be jumping straight into Game 3, so we will see you guys on the other side of this commercial break.